Hey guys, Chad here, and welcome to Napoleonic Wars. So, this is the map that we will be playing tonight. As you can see, quite well defended. This is basically between Prussia and Russia. Now, obviously, the attackers who are going to be coming in from that direction, they've got plenty of dugout areas to protect them from incoming fire. So, if we make our move over towards the artillery area. Now, obviously, this is going to be the artillery areas of the Prussians, as the Russians are the ones who are defending the fort. So, as you can see, a couple of standard cannons there. Let's see what we've got over here. There we go, a nice mortar to do some extra high capacity and high explosive damage. And you've got another cannon over on the right-hand side. So, plenty of artillery ability for the Prussians as they attack this fort. Now, if you look at the fort, as you will see here, they've also got defensive areas on the right-hand side here, and areas for the players to camp out, and you've also got some additional defensive trenches down towards the water's edge. Now, you've got some obstacles as they make their way through the sections here, and they've got a nice ladder that they can use to climb up to this area of the cliff and make their way round and possibly then start attacking the wall up here. Now, this is going to be a difficult fort to attack, as you can see, it's got an outer ring and an inner ring. So what they've got to do is they've got to breach the inner ring first, which basically means taking down one of the weaker walls. Now, that's probably going to mean a wall here, for example, or possibly on the left of the gatehouse. So they're going to go for one of these walls, try and take it down, try and rubblize it, so to speak, so that they can get troops in there as quickly as possible, and then make another push into the inner wall. Now, the thing is, what they might do is they might have one set of cannons focused on the outer wall and one set of cannons focused on the inner wall. So, as you can see, basic cannon defense here for the Russian team. There you go, you've got cannons, so grape shot can be fired close range onto anyone coming through those breaches. And we are looking at over here on the left hand side, a couple of lovely mortars, so they can do a oppressive mortar fire. They've got good view down the valley there, and they can also move things in there as Mal is sighing and all the rest of it. So we are looking to see what's going on as we look to the building here. So you've got building defences. Now, the thing is, it's going to be very difficult for them to sneak round the back. Not impossible, but very difficult. Now, whether or not they're going to have any kind of engineers, it's difficult to say. They could end up blowing a hole in one of these walls or in the side of the building, pour in through here. Now, you've obviously got another gate here. This could be another area of weakness that they could exploit, but obviously it's a little bit harder for them to do so. There are cannons defending it. Okay, that's a badly parked cannon. And we are looking at the inner defense area. So here is the inner square. Now, that is a rather not being led horse. So we are looking at the inner sanctum, so to speak, and we are checking to see what's going on, because what's going on here is you're going to have defensive areas in all the various places. So, you know, you're going to have them trying to defend from places like this. This building offered them some cover, as well as these. Now, whether or not they get taken out quickly. You've also got that mid gate, so to speak, that goes from the lower bridge underneath the bridge here, so it could give them another quick run into one of these areas. So it's just a matter of what the teams decide to do, how they're going to split off their forces and defend it. I would expect, obviously, to see defensive teams here and on the fronts and on the sides as well. The sides probably not as susceptible to attack. So let's just see. Yeah, so I mean, there's a place there. I tell you, a guy would have to be damn good to get all the way around there and blow a hole in that side of that wall without being seen. But these guys are very, very sneaky. So it's just a matter of waiting to see what happens. So that's a brief summary of the map that they're going to be playing tonight. And we shall be bringing you all the action, all the fun, now completely with non-crisscross shadows. Hurrah, hurrah. And we shall wait and see what's going on. Okay, boys and girls, live on Reset, we are going to be bringing you, this is the Battle of Fort Banana, map designed by the one and only Happy Banana. So this is the Battle of the Bananas, and we should be resetting the map, and we're good to go. There we go. So let me tell you about the teams. You have on the Russian side, you have 77Y, the 81st. Let's see, it's primarily those guys on the on that side. You have the 66th, the 5th, the 94th, and the 4E are on the side of the Prussians. So everyone is piling out and getting ready to go. So as you can see, essentially the fort guys are getting set up. So you've got the various guys. These will be the 77Y. And you've got the artillery setting up ready to go. And these fine gentlemen in their torpedo hats are the 81st. Now, obviously, they're moving on onto the left here to support the artilleries. And let's see what's going on. As the 77Y, there we go. As expected, I think it's... yeah, there we go. So there's the 77Y, Roberto and friends, onto the inner wall to try and defend that first attempted breach that the Prussians will make. So let's see if we can get an idea on what the Prussian forces are doing. Now, in case you're wondering, no, there are no communists in this, as this is pre-1917, 1918, so they will be Tsarists. So here we go. Let's see who these artillery folks are. You've got Gunner Demon for the 66th, and you've got his teammate, Captain Ulfgar. Sorry, apologies, Ulf. Now, as you can see, they're taking fire already, so the teams are trying to suppress the artillery that's going to be firing into that fort. And here come the Prussians. And these guys are being very smart. So using the bushes there to try and disguise their numbers. Went a little bit pear-shaped as they came around the corner. Let's see who these are. The 9th Life, looking very resplendent with their muskets and... nice uniforms, complete with cigars and pipes, and oh, there we go. Like one of the recruits there taking a bullet very quickly and dying as he makes his way over. Oh, a couple of shots going in. Here we go. This is in the first defensive area. This is where you're going to see all the guys hanging around, basically, to prevent any fire coming down to them. And once they've done some damage to that area, they're going to try and wait until at least some damage is done to this point here in the front wall. Because obviously what you can see here is loads of fire from the 77Y who are defending this front right section of the gate. And you've got the mighty 81st there, Recruit No Swear. He is also defending the left side. So as you can see, let's look over here. More 77Y, yeah, there we go. Cadet Brad Apple, I think that was. And there he is, the map maker himself, Mr. Banana, is defending the left side. Now what you've got down here is a couple of Prussians, I should say. 66th Colonel and one of his teammates, I think. Let's have a look. So now the trouble is they're going to go around the back there, and he's going to essentially lose his ability to use his musket, because when you go underwater, your musket's ammunition basically gets soaked and you can't use it. So he is sneaking around on a rather ninja mission. So this is all looking very good indeed. Now the question is, they've got something going on, as you know that these boys are up to something. So the 66th player is up to no good. So as you can see, look, you've got defenders up on the rock. Possible spawn issue, but obviously it's being kept an eye on. You have admins and you have the map maker. So, as you can see, lots of fire coming from the trenches, courtesy of the Prussians. Huge amounts of fire, all in their beautiful lines. You can see them all lining up, taking pot shots at the defenders. And as you can see, look, it looks like there's been a crack put in the wall already. So you can see craters on the floor, courtesy of explosives. And there we have the first attempted breach. As you can see, a few corpses of the 77Y around that area. That's going to be the point of the first breach. And as you can see here that some of the 81st are trying to rotate to the right side to try and support that, but their location is taking a bit of fire. Lovely shot from Gunner Demon there, taking out members of the 77Y as they are doing their defensive job. So you've also got a crack up here as well. So they're trying to do damage to, as expected, the inner and outer walls, preferably at the same time. So we are looking to see what's going on here as huge amounts of fire being poured out from the fort. As you can see, damage at the front of the fort here, and we've got the colonel who is up to no good. He is, yeah, oh dear, he's trying to get his folks over there. There we go, they're trying to make a push in, and they're coming under fire from all locations. This is not going to go very well for the 5th Brigade, I think, or they... yeah, so there you go, there's Daffyd there, good Welsh name. There we go, in come more Russians, and they're looking to try and make a push, take out the 77Y and the 81st, I think it is, says he trying to remember, who are defending that area. So let's just see what's going on. Here's the 81st, Lance Corporal Chemical Corps. They are trying to defend that area. Now they're getting a lot of pressure on the right-hand side. Yeah, you can see most of the pressure is coming on the 77Y's right-hand side. We'll take this as the left-hand side of the attack, I suppose you could say. Plenty of Russians also pushing over to the left. I think it's fair to say that this left-hand side is the weaker side at the moment. But I don't appear to... Is that just a guy just standing there? Yes, it is. So that's Ranger there, basically sitting up. Why he's showing a shadow outside of the building is beyond me. But, oh, there we go. There's a first hole in the front of the wall there. And unfortunately, I don't think... yeah, the 81st have actually moved. So they're looking to move back to a defensive position and defend them in their mighty golden helmets. And so anybody makes a push through here, then they are going to try and hail them with bullets left, right and centre. There you go. Set up a classic firing squad line. Guys at the front kneeled down, guys at the back standing, and so they can pour as much fire as possible into that area. So, let's see what's going on. Oh, look at all these Prussians out the front here. This is just terrible. Really bad for the Prussians. A few 77Y dead. On the left side, there's not a huge amount of defenders on the left side, but they seem to be doing a sterling job of holding back the Russians. Now the question is, can they offset the sheer amount of force of numbers that these Prussians are going to try and throw at the fort? So Fort Banana is suffering there. There we go, there's the first official breach. So the left hand side of the fort has been breached. One of the 77Y goes down. I think that was Roberto. Still twitching as Russians... Oh, yeah, okay, you can stop twitching, you're dead already. So as you can see, there's a sneaky Russian there. The Swede, the 66... Oh! Lolmank with a stunning shot into the 5th Brigade. Wow. That was an absolute belter. Absolute stonker as he took out a huge amount of the team. And Lolman there doing a superb job of killing... Look at that! Oh my goodness! That was just, oh, so unfortunate for the Prussians. Good fire there by the artillery. So let's just see what's going on. And there we go. The Prussians are now making a rush up towards the fort. And you've got the other Prussians here. Let's see what ours. Here's the 4E. They're making a run up onto the left-hand side. And we got Captain Peter and the 66th. And whoops-a-daisy. Lolmanic there. What turned out to be a great shot and initially turned out to be not such a great shot later on. Oh dear me. Never mind, these things happen. So unfortunately the defenders are now down by a significant amount of people. You've got the 77Y desperately trying to guard this side of the fort. I don't think they're going to be able to hold back from the sheer amount of numbers. Now obviously you've got the 81st here in their defensive position. I think that's one of the recruits going up there to assist with the defence as they are waiting in rank and file in a two-man line there to defend that breach as soon as somebody comes through. So, Russians are... Look, bodies of Prussians, I should say, everywhere. And here we go, sheer weight of numbers, and we are looking at the Russians as they're making their way into the breach on this side of the fort. Now, bear in mind, there's a little bit of a breach in the wall up here, but you've got lots of 77Y who are firing down onto that location. So there's the punishment there. And there's Gunner Thomas 302. And who's the other one? There's the Baker. So let's see what's going on. As there we go, a little bit of melee combat going on in the middle as the Russians rush in to try and suppress the 77Y, and the defenders, bit of fire going in from Gunner Thomas. He took out a couple of the 5th Brigade, or the 5 BRG, if that's how you want to be called. And in come more Prussians. So they're coming in. Now the trouble is, what they're doing is they're coming in, and they're coming in directly under the fire of this cannon. That's pretty unfortunate. Except it would be, except that their artillery guy is unfortunately lying down on the job. So the right side of the defenders' fort has been breached. Left side still appears secure. Let's see if we can find out if there's anything going on round the back. There's nothing going on. Let's just see. Have a sneak around, because there were things going on last time we looked. It's possible he may not have made it, so. There you go. You got the 81st basically set up in their defensive position, waiting for the moment. Oh, one of them just got bayoneted by the Russians, and they're just waiting for an opportunity to gun everybody down. So, let's just see what's going on at the breach, because the breach is, oh my god, if you want spare weapons and spare cartridges, this is the place to come. And let's see what's going on up here. Who is that person? Is it that sneaky person? Oh, get in there. Bit of an observer mode bug. There we go. And there's Cadet Tom. So he's got himself a nice little position. Very sneaky little position to look down on the enemy attackers on the breach and at least do a little bit of fire, maybe take out a few of the commanders. And there you go. You got fire coming in. In come the Prussians. There you go, 4E coming in. Looks like, yeah, there we go. Poor old cadet got taken down. And the 4E are now well and truly inside. Let's see if the 81st can do any kind of fire. What they're trying to do is, the problem is the 77Y are not really getting out of the way so that they can actually get a decent amount of fire down. There we go, there we go. You can see the 81st now making fires into firing loads of shots. There we go, there goes the charge. They're not going to wait for the reload. They're going to try and overwhelm them with sheer weight of numbers and bayonets. In come the Prussians, in go the Russians, and it's a Prussian fest in the middle. So as you can see, the bayonet dozy-do has completed, or is in the process of being done. The odd team kill, always bound to happen when you get sharp pointed objects and bodies, but hey ho, these things happen. As we are looking to see what's going on. There we go. Remember the 77Y. Can he defend? He's coming under fire from all locations. A bit of bayonet goodness going on. That's Jones there, who looks like he's attacking him. Nice parry there. Oh, nice stab. Let's see who that 77Y member is. That was PFC JHS with a nice defensive work. Nice melee skills. Blocked a couple of attacks on him and managed to bayonet somebody in the testicles. So this is good stuff. So that nearest attack. Ah, there we go. Look at that. A beautiful breach on the right-hand side, and now the Prussians, have got a second point to attack, and also it means they can take out these mortars that were causing quite a lot of damage to their people. So, these are making their way up. Let's see who these guys are. There's the 94th. Recruit Takos making a push in. He's going to come under fire any second. No, there we go. He gets a bayonet in the face as Andy Murray takes him out, as more Russians are coming up. There we go. There's the 5th making a quick rush up. There's Recruit Dennis making a rush in. There we go. A bit of bayonet goodness. There we go. Into one of the 77Ys. And we're going to just move up and see. As you can see, there's an awful lot of smoke and a lot of bayonets going on there, and a lot of 77Y and the Russians trying to defend that area. But oh dear, a couple of 77Y being killed on the battlements there. Not looking good for them. And I think it's fair to say that the defense of the outer fort could be over. Now the thing is, obviously, the problem is they've got a good entry in from across that bridge from this section. So the question remains how they're going to proceed from there. Are they going to try and rush it in, or are they going to make a rush over to the right-hand side? We'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. There is still a reasonable amount of Russians who are defending this point. So fire is still coming in. Let's see if we can lock in to see. Here we go. Here come the 9th life. Always got to be a hard job to be the first person in. Yeah, there we go. Takes a little bit of shot, and he is trying to get back as quickly as possible. There we go. A bit of bayoneting over the wall. He's going in for a quick bayonet run. Can he get in? He makes it in. Delta then unfortunately dying very quickly as we lock in on Brad Apple and his teammates who are doing a defensive job. Now, obviously, the thing is, the problem is you have with bayonet, not everyone wants to get the bayonets out. You've basically got to wait for the first layer, so to speak, of bayonet people attacking to attack, and then ooh, crikey. So essentially what happens, the first line of guys bayonets, and then they can move out of the way, and the second line of guys bayonets, and so on and so forth. So The Prussians are on the offensive yet again. Now let's see if we can lock in to see what's going on. There we go. Loads of Prussians with the bayonets out. More defensive attempts, but there's JHS. He's owning it up with the oh, crikey. Wow, he's really doing well at the moment. So he is doing a great job of his bayoneting attack, trying to defend that point. Okay, look, this guy's having a bit of a fight. There we go, another bayonet attack in. There we go, JHS with a, nasty bayonet attack. Nice block. See if he can make it on. There we go, kills another guy with his bayonet. So JHS on fire. And slicing and dicing people left, right and centre. So, one of his teammates goes down nearby him. Can he go in there? He's coming under attack from 2 locations. JHS might come under fire, and he has been skewered. So poor old JHS going down there, courtesy of the Colonel of the 4E. So, right side under severe pressure. As you can see, there's the 81st setting up to do their defensive firepower, as you can see. Looking very good. Private Nace and various other team members there with their fire, and any minute now you could see a charge from the 81st as they're trying to hold up as many people as possible. There we go. Looks like they've been charged before they were able to get as many shots off as possible, as Andy Murray takes out Trip Plasma, as we look to see what's going on. Now, left side, that was... Oh, hello, Mortar. This was coming under some severe fire. You've got a defender there. There's Che. Rambo from the last series, siege event, as the 66th Sergeant Misuki Akai is making a run up the ladder. Now, that's rather interesting hair, orange with bunches. I can't say I've seen that before. Rather a young fellow, could be a girl, but I guess we'll find out. And there we go, going in for the bayonet kill. Smoke everywhere, straight into all the 77Ys. Lovely bayonet skills, left, right and centre. They are making a determined attack on the mortar area. So the mortar pit is looking well defended, but constantly attacked. And the fire coming down onto the ladder is causing the Prussians quite a few problems. Oh, big explosion there, massive explosion on the front of the mortar pit that is being defended. So looks like a few spawn issues here and there. There we go. Look, mass melee going on. They're trying to clear certain areas, and you can see the Prussians here making an attack towards the 77Y defensive area, and most of those guys are pulled back, except for there's the brave 81st making a rush across the bridge to fire down in towards the Prussians as they're trying to make a move up towards... oh dear. Oh dear. That's going to be tough. It's bad enough that you're dead, but to be hanging upside down like a chicken in a butcher shop can't be great. As I reposition, because this is all exciting stuff, we are looking to see what's going on. There we go. Now, as you can see, the Prussians are basically taking cover behind that wall. There's a nice breach there. More Prussian dead, all at the front here. Look at all this. 77Y holding a very desperate defensive measure, but I think it's fair to say they've got a good amount of troops. Whoopsie-daisy. That did not go well for the Banana. So, Banana doing a great job for the enemy. I think Banana has now been fired. Let's just check. No, there's Cadet Squish Pinecone firing into the Prussians as they're rushing up towards the centre breach in the wall. So the Prussians are continuing their line charge in, trying to get as many people as possible into that area and overwhelm them with sheer weight of numbers. Now the thing is, they don't seem to be focusing so much on the right mortar pit. There's not as many people there, probably 7 or 8 maybe in total, so the defensive is not as much. So it looks like the 77Y and the 81st have kind of rotated their people around. There we go, look, breach into the inner sanctum, so to speak. Now it's going to be a massive flying bayonets, you name it, it's going to be everywhere. This is going to be very harsh. Now obviously people putting up a last line of defense at the moment. The door has been breached and there's lots going on. As you can see, bayonet flying left, right and centre, bodies dropping all over the place. This is a very good attack by the members of the Prussians. And here we go, being urged on. As you can see, sheer weight of numbers, trying to be held back by the 77Y and the 81st. So there's Cadet DJ there trying to do defensive work And let's see, there's Recruit Yaka 38, also doing defensive work, unfortunately standing in front of the cannon, which is probably not the best way. Oh, it doesn't matter, he's dead now. So there we go, a little bit of bayonet fun coming in, and there's one of the Russians. Who's that brave person who's hiding behind the toilet? That's Chadtopia. Oh, he just died in the Kazi. That's not good. Stabbed in the Kazi. Can't be good. And then Temurai there killing one of the corporals. Whoops-a-daisy. As the thing is, what they're trying to do is trying to pour as many people through here as possible. But, oh, Gunner Thomas with a great kill onto combinations of 66th and 5 BRG. So that's very nice. And there we have it. The Russians have defended the fort. They have defended the fort. And sides are changed. And it's time for the teams to swap around. So, aside from the slight respawn bug, a successful... Oh, there we go. Napoleonic Kool-Aid has been drunk. And we're on to the next round. Hey guys, we're underway with the second round. So all the teams getting themselves set up. Let's see, there the 66th. Captain Ulfgar is the artillery defending Fort Banana. So this is the second round of the Battle Royale that is the Battle of the Bananas. Gunner Demon in there. Now let's see who these fine chaps are. The 5th Brigade. There you go, there's Lieutenant Small leading his troops to glory. And the 4E making their way in. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this lines. This is beautiful stuff. Great lines up and all that kind of funky stuff. There you go, the 5th TFF. They're also making a run in there as this is just beautiful. Look at all this organisation. 66th Invite McFarlane. So here we go. Get everybody set up and yeah, there we go. So you've got all the teams getting themselves sorted out. Who are these? The 94th. There is the 94th, and Gunner Demon taking out Cadet Silent Hunter already. Oh dear, that's very unfortunate for him. So, let's focus to see what the Prussians are doing against the Russian fort. So, let's see what's going on. Now, who are these people? This is Private TVG and Crazy Ivan. As, let's see, who is that? It's probably Mao. No, it's Lieutenant Scruff. So Scruff is in there with his detachment. And you've also got Lol Maniac there in as the artillery. Although he seems to be missing his gun. But never mind. As we watch the Thingamajib and the rest of the 77Y making a rush over from the right-hand side to attack the fort from the right-hand side. So... spawning 890 seconds. That seems rather strange. Okay. So here we go. There's Che and various other members. There we go. There's Aztir, the Ginger Ninja, charging his team onwards to greater glory and probably bullety-related death. But hey-ho, these things happen. As there's Cadet Smoke Trail. So we're watching him and his teammate Cadet Sunflower and Rusty Turban and the Killing Guy and Ekmel. So they are basically all attacking the left side of the fort while the artillery bombards the front. So let's see how the defenders are getting on. Here are Major Graf Zal for the 5th TFF. He is doing the funky defending thing on the right hand wall. You've also got a well drilled section of the 4E complete with Grandad there, but a couple of twitches in the line there. Not good for... oh dear. Who was that who just snuffed it? So that was the 5th TFF, still defending the right-hand side of the fort. A couple of guys in the top level above the gatehouse. That looks pretty good. And, oh, crikey, there's a breach on the left side already. Wow. So Gunner Demon, Happy Banana, with great artillery fire into loads of the 94th. That was a massive strike into this wall section here. You can see it smoking like a bad thing. And they have a breach already, so breach ultra quickly here by the members of the 77Y and their teammates, the 81st. So here we go. Here comes the charge of the Prussians. This is going to get nasty. So there we go. Scruff leading in the charge and unfortunately dying very quickly. But it's good to see the commanders leading. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this firepower coming in from all directions. This is nasty stuff. There we go. They charge in to break up the line as quickly as possible. In come the 77Y. Oh my god, it's a murder fest. It's a Prussian-Russian fest. And as you can see, oh god, there's team killing left, right and centre. Mistaken bayonets thrust into the wrong bottom. It's all going horribly wrong. So in come more Prussians, trying to take out as many Russians as possible. Loads of fire coming into that breach on the left-hand side of the fort as we look at it. And we are looking to see what's going on. There we go. There's Cadet Augie having a bit of a bayonet fight with a Russian. Oh, finally stabs him in the groin. That can't be good for him. Oh, nearly stabs his teammate. So Cadet Augie going in. Oh, stabbed in the bottom. Oh, Cadet Augie then finally succumbing to the bayonets. And it looks like the Prussian attack has been beaten off. Here are the guys with what looks like dildos on their head. The 81st. Yeah. Okay. Probably not the best design in the world, but never mind. It's not like you can see them when they're running past the hedge, is it? Nah, surely not. So, anyway, the 81st making a valiant attack into the centre of the breach, coming under fire from all directions by the Russian defenders, the likes of Tribal Tang for his team. And who is that? That is Recruit Cyro for the 9th Life. Another explosion in this area, and looks like more fire coming in now. Look at this lot. Here come the Prussians in a massive line. This is going to be... There's Crazy. Who is this? There you go. There's Scruff leading the charge into battle. Oh, and dying almost immediately. Poor Scruff. He just never gets the breaks. What can I say? Unfortunately, he seems he gets the bayonets or the bullets, but that's a different thing entirely. Loads of fire coming out. Now, the thing is, there's also going to be fire coming down from this cannon onto the Prussians as they try and break in through the breach. Loads of fire from the defending team. There's the 5th Brigade, Sergeant Major Dusty and Lieutenant Small trying to defend that area. Try not to kill many people. Happy Banana with a nice kill on the 66th. As, let's just see. There we go. Gunner Demon got loads of cadets. A couple of Murbo got a great shot in the face as well. So, going, oh crikey, they've got an inner wall breach as well, complete with Matrix style bricks, which I have to say is rather impressive. So, the artillery of the 77Y and 81st doing a great job. So let's see what's going on in the centre. So as you can see, both breaches both sides of the walls. That's going to cause them a major problem. As we lock in on the brave members of the 81st, there's Recruit Black Fox and Recruit Brody. And let's see if they're being... Who are they being commanded by? Let's see who that is. There we go. Recruit St. Terra. So, oh dear. Currently the ex-St. Terra. As the Dildo crew make their rush in. Oh, their commander's just gone down. Colonel Dealin leading the 81st into battle. And unfortunately came under the fire of a very well-drilled 94th A. And there you go. There's Private Durling and Magna. They're basically doing a great job there. A really nice, well-drilled line as we move in to see the 4E also defending this area. So if anyone pushes around... Yeah, he turned around. Smart move. So who was that? That was Recruit Lulinger, who decided to turn around because he was coming under too much fire from different locations. And you've got guys from the 66th firing down onto the Prussians that are trying to make a push. So now the thing is, I noticed that they're no longer there. They seem to have moved back, possibly. Somebody's defending the Kazi. There's Piper Hendrick there, Lieutenant Corporal. He is... they looks like they're going to try and make a stand. Looks like these guys are going to make a good stand as the Corporal Elliot. There we go. Look in here. It looks like the 77Y and the 81st have made a massive push into the mortar pit. Now, obviously, you can see the mortars have... all the mortars have been disabled, so they now are no longer effective. And the 77Y, oh, great charge here by the 77Y. They've essentially bypassed all of these defences and gone straight in for the flag, and this is going to be a nasty goings on. You've got loads of 66th Captain Olga taking out loads of 77Ys. They rush in. This is going to be a major problem for the Russians defending. As you can see, look, they're defending as much as they can, but there are Prussians everywhere. And there we go. So it's not looking good for the Russians at the moment. They are defending as best they can, but that sudden charge by the 77Y and the 81st was... Oh dear. Cadet Likotis there, unfortunately taking a bullet to the face. Now, the question is, what's going on here? Now, that's Kawaii Owl. Wow. So he's having a bit of a bayonet fight in the mortar pit with a Russian. Now the thing is, if he makes it across the bridge, he'll be pretty impressive, but he's got to survive that fight first. And here come the... oh, crikey. Here come the Prussians. There you go, brothers. There's Aztir, the Ginger Ninja, commanding his troops, leading them forward, urging them on, etc., etc. So, now the thing is, it means that they're going to have to put as much firepower down here as possible. This is going to be a well-drilled operation for these guys. Yeah, you might want to get across that bridge rather quickly. You might want to hurry it up because they're going to try and overwhelm it with sheer weight of numbers, though. Let's see how this looks. In comes a charge across the bridge. Brave people charging across, not getting very far. Unfortunately, locked in on the wrong person with the observer. Here they come. Here comes the charge. Loads of fire. Temurai, they're taking out quite a few of the 66th. In comes a sheer weight of numbers. Out come the bayonets, and they're trying to take down as many people as possible without obviously killing their own team, as the Russians are now under a lot of pressure from the Prussians coming across that bridge. Along come the 81st. There we go. They're coming in trying to take out the Russians. There's 10 Soldaten trying to defend for the 9th life. He unfortunately was overwhelmed, and that was unfortunate for him, so he's not getting very far. Now the thing is, you've also got these defenders over here who are taking pot shots at the people coming across the bridge. You've also got the members of the 4E also taking pot shots. So, anything they can do. Let's see who this team is. Here we go. This is the 94th. So, and the 5th Brigade. And there we go. So, the attack has been battered back for the time being. However, the unstoppable train that is the Prussians is coming back. And it's time for... Oh, God. Don't tell me the lieutenant died again. God almighty. So the attack on Fort Banana is continuing. There we go. In come the Prussians. Sheer weight of numbers to try and overwhelm them. Great shot from Captain Ulfgar, taking down loads of people with the grape shot. Now the question is, there we go. Now that's an interesting defensive route. As you can see, they're trying to defend as many people. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I do like that. That's the 5th Brigade there, coming out, hiding behind one person. And that's a very sneaky move there by the 5th Brigade. I have to say, very impressed by that. Hard to see what's going on because there's loads of smoke. Out comes the flag. Now the question is, has the flag started going down? No, not at all. And it looks like the Prussians are being battered back. Now 8 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock at the moment. So there's still all to play for. And unfortunately for the defenders, they are getting less and less in number. So, let's just see what happens, because I think it's a good chance that the 17Y and the 81st will then... Oh, look, they've even got fire in this building as well. So, these guys doing a great job. There we go, one of the 81st who's basically wall planted. Face planted into a wall, and along come... let's see what's going on. More cannon fire coming in left, right and centre. Looks like this is the 81st defending. Oh my goodness, look at that. Out of the bushes come the 77Y, Scruff and Malekith leading the charge up towards the mortar pit. Sheer weight of numbers, this is what it's all about. Look at those flags, look at those numbers. This is going to get messy. So the question is, Malekith there leading the charge into the bullets, unfortunately for him. There is Aztir also leading his forces onwards. All part of the deal when you're a commander. Being the first one in and the first one to snuff it probably. So, let's see. There you go. Sheer weight of numbers. Now the question is, are the defenders going to move in and try and hold them, or wait for them to try and push across that bridge? If they push across the bridge, they'll come under fire from these guys and these guys. So that's probably going to be the smarter move. There we go. Massive fire into the Prussians. They're trying to cross the bridge. Look at that. Great for suppressive fire by the Russian defending fort. As you can see, loads of people coming in. They're trying to dodge the bullets as best as they can. Seesawing left and right. And they're taking fire from the front and from the sides. Desperate attempt here by the 77Y and the 81st to try and make it in. Out come the bayonets. In go, oh dear, Commander Hugo Boss there, killing a few of his teammates with a bit of grape shot. Unfortunate, so a little bit of a fail there, but never mind. So as you can see, the 77Y making their move in. Oh, we've got to give love. Weetabix Hurrah for Weetabix. Oh, they just killed the drummer. That's just rude. Massive love for the musicians. So Weetabix in there. He's running for it. Sensible lad. So, as you can see, that attack by the 710Y and the 81st. Correction, the 710Y attack from one direction. Nuki Boy and members of the 81st are attacking through the central, the left-hand breach. Oh! Oh, no. That was so unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. A nicely placed explosive from Lieutenant Jacob took out, essentially, what was the entire 81st attack. So, that was very unfortunate timing there for him. So, the 710Y, and complete with Drummer, Corporal Gaz. So, Ginger Drummers for the win, as we watch another attack here by the 710Y and the on the Prussian side, taking fire from all over the place. Look at this. Fire from here. Fire from not there anymore. Fire from down here as well. Have to say, these guys, the Ninth Life, oh crikey. They're about to come under a severe amount of pressure. There we go. Now, this is a smart move here by the Prussians. They decided to take out the people that were taking them out over the bridge. So there's going to be a massive throwdown going on there. There we go. The building door has been broken down. And a couple of the Prussians are being attacked as they try and make a push in through. Because it's obvious that the attack on through the bridge was not succeeding because they couldn't get far enough in there in sheer weight of numbers. So, at the moment, you can see the 77Y and the Prussians. So there's Cadet Tom 76-5. He is, there we go. So they're moving across the bridge at the moment now that they've broken up their forces and diverted the attack between the building here and the main gate, which appears to be completely flat. And the Prussians are now coming in, and looks like all the blocking areas, all the blockage, so to speak, like the doorway there, and these guys have basically been neutralized to a certain degree where they're not as effective as they used to be. Now, in comes the 81st. Let's see who is there's Colonel Dillon in command of the mighty 81st. And they are making a charge. Looks like they're going to try and suppress that building. Oh, he takes a bit of a shot there. And let's see what's going on. Out comes the bayonets. He's done his shot. They've got to get in there as quickly as possible. Let's see what's going on. A couple of guys taking fire. How did we get upstairs? So, there you go. In they come. Oh, the commander goes down. In comes the fire. Loads of fire all over the place. And the 4E are under major fire and major bayonet thrusting, so to speak, from the 81st. Got to feel sorry for this guy, Samsey. He's now basically the only guy in that building. Oh, great kill onto one of the 81st. Another great kill there. Samsey with a great kill onto Nass. And time to reload your musket, Sunshine, rather quickly. Now, that was very unfortunate. The 81st, now I have to say Claw Jr. or Claw JR and Samsey doing a great job of holding back that 81st attack as they tried to neutralize that building. So let's see if we can move into what is essentially the dozy-do that is the bayonet fights in the main square. So as you can see, lots of the Russians coming out of these buildings, firing at these people on the main square from all directions. There we go. One of the flag holders just went down as the here come the rest of the Prussians. I think it's fair to say the Russians are going to have a lot of problems holding off the sheer weight of numbers of these guys coming in. The likes of Great Sword. Correction, Dead Sword. As we see, there we go. There's Desky there, getting taken down. Very unfortunate for him. Let's see who's coming across the bridge. Oh, Kika Franca there, coming across the bridge. He took a bit of a bullet shot and is hiding behind cover, looking to see where that came from. Looks like it came from the building. But as you can see, there's a sheer amount of people now. Look at the amount of Prussians that are around this flag. Flag is starting to go down. I think it's fair to say that the Prussians have made a successful siege upon this fort. Looks like more Russians have come out there to try and defend. You've got guys shooting from the building. Flag has stopped going down. Can they pull it back? This is going to be a hard battle for them. In come the 81st through that breach. 81st come flying in. So they're coming in from all directions. They're going to add to the numbers that the Russians have to try and defend against. They are, oh dear, another of the Russians goes down. This is very unfortunate. But I think it's fair to say that they might be successful in holding or in taking this fort. There we go. Look at the sheer amount of Prussians against the amount of Russians. Sheer weight of numbers. The flag had started to go back up again. Now the question is, what's going to happen? There we go. Loads of stuff. Loads of bayonets, loads of shots. There we go, a bit of fire coming up. Who was that who went up there? Flying man up there with a bit of bayonet fun. Oh, he didn't get very far. He got killed courtesy of Henry Banana. So another of the... I wonder if he's a member of the Banana clan or the Banana family. In which case you've got two bananas on opposite sides. So maybe he's a traitorous banana. Who's to say? So, we are looking... There you go. You see the flag slowly moving down. Another German comes out. Oh my God, so many bayonets went after him. And I think it's fair to say, there you go. The Prussians have captured the forts. That was very close. A great defensive attempt. A great defensive attempt there. And that was very good indeed. Very enjoyable. GGs are being offered. And a team kill. So there we go. So let's just see. They might go for a fun round at the end of it. So it might be loads of partisans and all the rest of it, or cavalry. All go cav. Oh dear. New map, all cavalry. This is going to be messy. This is going to be massively messy. So this is all part of the fun. This is what you got to love about this community. They play a map like this. They play hard, and then they play for fun around after it. Why? Because they love the game. And I don't blame them. Oh, loads of team killing going on. Look at those team killing hoe bags. So, there we go. We're just about to reset it. We'll be right back with a horsey round. Right, what you're about to see now is the fun round. This is what's known, I suppose you could say, as the mass clippity-clop round, as we are going to see a huge amount of horses. Now, the question is, where are these goddamn horses? Here we go. So, random forest game mode battle with nations. There we go. So, the Russian Empire and the Prussians. So, let's see what happens, because these are nice hills. Original teams. Oh, and the team killing started already. So, let's see what's going on. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Loads of lances. This is going to be interesting. So, what they've done is they've changed it to random planes. And we shall go spectator. So here we go. Here come the cavalry. Oh dear, that didn't start well. That didn't start well. Team killing started already. So Mao basically is trying to find the right map with as little hills as possible. This is a little bit better, I have to say. So as you can see, less hills. So punishment in there with a eye patch. So no team killing. Gunner Thomas, bad gun. And then 88th Marine killing Malekith. Who's then basically toggled the freeze on everybody. Oh dear. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. He seems to have fallen off his horse. Or he's at one with his horse. Or either way, that slightly is disturbing. But anyway. So, all the musicians, they want to play together. So. Oh, dear. Right, nice big block formation at spawn until everybody says live. So. Oh, I don't know about that. Here we go. Mass cavalry. Let's see who's in there. There we go. You've got Temurai. They're in Sunflower. So they're all forming up. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. Look at all that cavalry over there. Oh my goodness. We got to zoom out for this. The frame rate might take a bit of a hit, but it's going to be interesting to see. Here we go. The cavalry dozy-do is about to start. Let's see. So in come the cavalry. Yep, it's live. This is like watching Henry V, the old film, if you've never seen it. There we go. Oh, fire all over the place. Horses dying left, right, and centre. Let's see what's going on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look, this is actually a line formation of horses. And let's just see what's going on. There we go. Nice charge in. Bit of battery all over the place. Couple of people taking off their horse. Little bit of sabre and all sorts of fun. There we go. Let's just see. Oh, random horsey. Let's see if we can follow some of these people. There's Private Ekmel. And Sergeant Major Dusty, oh, with an unfortunate lance there. Samsey going after anybody with a pulse. As we look at Colton Morton, what is he doing up there? Crazy Ivan in with a sword. Oh no, somebody just fell off the back of his horse. That was terrible. As we're just watching these guys swinging sabres left, right and centre. Who cares if it's an enemy? If he's got a pulse, he's going to die. So the trouble is obviously as they all start dying, so it becomes less and less. And so they end up all basically diving around each other. So this is where it gets ridiculous. So, but this is all part of the fun. Temporary banned, Aztir just temporarily banned Gunner Parts for team killing. Gunner Parts has been punished. So, you've got all these various guys. They're in as either Lancers, Sabremen, or, let's follow this, Private Marbo there, trying to block the lance of his enemy. Let's see if we can lock in and see what's going on. Oh, Sabre's going in. There's Mark's Umbras at the moment. Oh, that was so unfortunate. He got essentially ganked. That's very unfortunate as we're watching... oh, dear. Random clippity-clop has just fallen over. So, oh, nice lance attempt there. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who this is. Cadet Chadtopia. So, he's in with his lance at the moment. And the backwards Smurf hat by the look of it. So, he's going in for the lance kill. Oh, so unfortunate. Can he get it? Doesn't look like he's going to make it there. Now, the thing is, this is interesting. Because this is the only guy left at the moment. Oh, no, he's getting raped. Oh dear, and in a mass team killing session. Oh dear, completely ridiculous. But never mind. Oh dear, let's see what's going on. Oh, no, they're blocking them up. There we go. The Russians have finished it off. Good games being issued. Good games for everybody there. And there we go. That is it for the Siege Evening. Thank you very... Well, the Siege Evening with added clippity-clops. Thank you very much for watching. And we hope you enjoyed it. We shall be moving on. See you again soon. Take care.